Hey everybody, this video we're going to be talking about crowns or veneers. It's a common topic that we get asked quite frequently when people are discussing having something done to their front teeth. Doc, I only want veneers. I don't want crowns. They'll often say a relative had some crowns and they always look like crowns. They could see the dark metal margin at the top and they just looked like crowns. Where the assumption is that veneers are pretty, and veneers is what everybody wants. Well, let's discuss the difference between a crown and a veneer. A veneer is a thin piece of porcelain that typically resurfaces only the front portion of the tooth. A crown covers all surfaces 360 degrees around the tooth. So the main difference between a crown and a veneer is how much coverage there is. A crown goes all the way around the tooth, and a veneer typically is just glued onto the outside of the teeth. Think of the countertops that you'll see at an office with a wood laminate on the outside, or a kitchen cabinet with a laminate, piece of metal laminate. Laminate can be anything. You can use laminates for all sorts of things are covered with a laminate. So think of a ceramic veneer as a new enamel veneered over the outside of the teeth, whereas a crown will often be used to encircle the whole entire tooth, replacing lost, worn, or chipped tooth structure that needs to be covered. Veneers are made of thin pieces of porcelain or tooth-colored composite. Here's an example of 4 porcelain veneers. Now these are very, very thin, and you'll actually see the tooth shining through just a little bit from the underneath side. Since these are all ceramic, you won't see any metal underneath them, and you'll see how they blend in from the tooth up into the soft tissues. These look like gorgeous teeth. There are numerous materials that are used to create crowns. Crowns can be gold. Crowns can be gold and porcelain. Crowns can be all porcelain. Here's an example of some porcelain and gold crowns. The dark line at the gingiva is typically what people see. And that's usually the objection that people hear is, I don't like to see the dark line from these crowns. These crowns, you'll notice at the top, because they're trying to cover up the metal, you will see the little chalky line at the very, very top. Here's the underneath side, showing the gold that the porcelain is fired over. Here's an example of all ceramic crowns. These 4 crowns are crowns, but they are made up of all ceramics. You'll notice that there is no dark line at the top of the gingiva. They look like beautiful teeth. But you will notice that the soft tissues are a little bit different because these teeth required crowns because they were broken down. That will be the one main difference between crowns and veneers. Here are 2 teeth on the right side that are porcelain fused to gold crowns. These crowns have been made with a technique that removes the metal from the outer edge and is just replaced with porcelain, so these teeth will never show that dark line at the top. Here is a smile today that mixes veneers and all ceramic crowns. Half of these teeth that have been restored are veneers, and the other half are crowns. Today, we are able to create situations and create smiles using crowns and veneers in the same exact smile and be virtually unable to tell which one is which. So the key to this video is whether we do crowns or veneers, the end result today can be the same.